Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Roberts, and I want to thank you for joining our Lunch and Learn today on February 7th. Again, my name is Brandon Roberts. I'm a member of the Solutions team, and I will be hosting today. Go ahead today. Let me see. Where do not show that? We have I'll start with a pre-submitted question today. So I have a dashboard page where I have two dashboards stacked on each other, and they both come with their own filter. Is there any way, or if possible, I can have one filter that can globally filter the values from both reports at the same time? That comes from Manal at Kinder Morgan, and the answer to that question is yes. So I built an example out that I can demo. Really, it requires just having filters set on the report being the exact same name. So let me share my screen of that, and I'll show you what it looks like. So everyone should be able to see my decision screen, and so I just built a quick couple reports with a filter that sort of demos this. So I'll refresh this. Hopefully this clears away everything. And the filter is currently empty, and I have two reports. One just looks at the entity header data, and one looking at the module resource table. So what I'll put in as my filter is test report here, and I will filter it. Oh, filter's working, but I just gave it wrong data. But I have this now. This gives me anything that's in the project that has the word test in it. So it is possible these are listening to the same exact filter, just the execution may be a little bit, difference between the two just because of the amount of data we're grabbing. But I can show you how that's built. Um, I'll jump to my flows, and this is all in the page here. So this is a flow run part. Essentially, I just have here a form that takes in text. That text is then placed into a set dashboard report parameter step. Now, the parameter that we're going to need here is the filter or the name of the filter that we're going to be updating. Now, this needs to match exactly to what we have set in the report. So I have this set to entity name contains, and we'll also need the folder ID of the report that we're updating. On the reports themselves, if we go into just one of the entity reports, you can see I have the filter as entity name contains. The filter also matches here. You also need to make sure that the runtime behavior is set to get values from other reports. If this is set to runtime editable or not runtime editable, this will not work. So that's what's also needed there. That's the filter on report one, and I'll just show you what happened to report two. That also has the same name. So the key to making this work for two reports or however many reports you need, the filter names need to be the exact same. They need to match the report parameter step that I showed earlier. Did anyone right now on the call have questions about that?
Hello, Brendan. This is Manal. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just a quick question. So you said you just put it in the form and then you add it on the top of the two dashboards, right? The
Yeah,
filters.
yeah, the filter is just an entity filter or like
Mm-hmm.
a field filter. So with our reports, we can create filters off of any of the fields that are that come with the data. But the filter name needs to be the exact same. So the filter names between the two reports need to be the exact same, as
Mm-hmm.
well as the flow that we're actually passing the filter from. So again, I'm using a set dashboard report parameter step here, and the parameter is the actual filter name.
Got it. And then it doesn't matter it as long as it has any other field. For example, if I do M, it will just pull up any fields that has M in it. It doesn't have to be specific for any field, right?
Right. You can specify, like you can make it exact depending on what sort of field that your field filter that you're using. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
want it to be like more precise, like I want it to be an exact match. The filter I wouldn't use to be like the entity names contain. It would be, let's see, it'd be like entity name equals, oops, not that one. Filters and then entity name, and then it'd be entity name equals if I want like an exact match for that.
Okay, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This helps a lot.
Yeah, not a problem. Did anyone else have questions about that? Okay, then I'll leave it open for anyone that has questions about decisions, about something you're trying to build. And Radley's raising his hand. Let's see. All right, Radley, let you off. You should be able to come off mute.
Hey, Brandon. Um, so I have a folder that I've added a dashboard to.
Mhm.
I'd like to now hide the folder view menu option. Uh, how would I go about doing that?
You're saying like this
Yeah,
is that dashboard is that like for a particular configuration type or is that just like the standard folder view?
yeah. Just the so what I've done, I have a flow execution extension,
Hmm.
and you have the folder where you put all the instances of that
Hmm.
flow. Um, I've uh, I've added a dashboard to that folder because there's
Hmm.
certain users I want to limit the instances they can see, and there's other users I want them to be able to see everything.
Hmm.
Um, so
Okay.
being I don't think I can configure the generic folder view to limit what people can see. I just want to limit who can see the folder view.
Okay. So that would be done in the configuration folder. So if I create a flow execution, let's see, execution extension. Oops, that's external entity. Sorry. Let's see, LNL type, and we'll just do age is just a regular value. So in our configuration folder, we should have, let's see, we have user actions, we have action visibility rules. Let's see, there should be, say triggers manage. I know this is possible in parts of the product. Is this a case? Is that only for cases? Let me double check real quick. That could be a case configuration. I'm not sure if it's, let's see, L and case age. Okay, we had validations, accessibility, page visibility rules. Okay, those are for cases. Flow execution. I wonder if we could. We've got action visibility rules, but we don't have page visibility for flow execution extensions. That's a bit tricky. Is there? Could we? I wonder if we could make use of configuration extension. So entity and action configuration extension. Can I use the EL and L type? What's this? Is this the same sort of thing, or will this allow me? Yeah, page visibility rule. So I'd default folder if folder name, say, no, folder dot folder name. contains, let's say, view. That's, I'm going to disable this for now and create one of these just to make sure this actually works. I think this might be what we need to do. We may need to add an additional configuration folder. I'm going to create Ellen. Flow. File types, data extension, type. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is process folder. So gonna folder, gonna pick our holder, test. One. Okay. Have this, the extension data of LL type. Okay, so now let's debug this. Get one generated here. And right now we want to get rid of the process view or the process data view. I like this.
Yeah, and actually, if you go back one folder, so in this, I have another dashboard.
Okay.
I'd want to get rid of the folder view. So if you had a
Okay.
dashboard here, I want to hide folder view.
Okay, so the dashboard of where you're actually containing these.
Yeah, because I'm running a custom data source, so I'm limiting what people are seeing. Like
Okay.
managers see their subset, but I want administrators to see everything and be able to
Okay.
administrate it, which means they need the folder view. I just don't want to create two reports, two
Hmm.
folders.
And I wonder if we need to, okay, because this is specific to folders. This is like a regular folder that you're holding these in, or is this like
It is.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Then I think it's the same approach, but instead of
Okay.
building configuration on that entity, could we just, is it just folder dot folder? Folder behavior actions, no. Folder behavior. No, it's folder actions and configuration. Okay. I need to do it on the folder as a folder as an entity, or will that just folder? Okay. Okay. So let's see. Foundation rule, generate descriptions, entity events, page visibility rule. Default folder. That if folder name equals L and L. Actually, let me just do it by ID. I think it might be better that way. Equals okay. So also for device, these things are really powerful, guys. So when configuring page visibility rules, make sure you always disable them and leave this open because you can possibly lock yourself out if you're not careful with these. And that would require some back-end deletions to remove this rule to get things working, but these are very powerful. So if you have questions about configuring this or need help with configuring these, I recommend submitting a support ticket so our support team can take a look and actually, do the testing and make sure it works for each so people don't break their stuff. But when I enable this rule and save it, I can refresh this. At least it should. It is not. So this may not be the right way to go about this. The way this should work is if this row returns true, this should hide it. But I think this is in the ballpark we want to do.
Okay.
I think it's gonna require some testing here.
Yeah, that
I know,
gets me started.
yeah, and if there's problems, I'd suggest submitting support tickets so we can
Okay.
further test this. This is the way I'd think about doing it though, just creating like a folder configuration extension to then hide the data
Awesome.
or
I
hide
appreciate
that
it.
report.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon. I just didn't even know where to start to go to on that, but I'll start there
Yeah.
and submit a ticket if I need anything else. I appreciate it.
For those listening, configuration folders are how we would sort of add like additional, like I need to hide rules, I need to hide pages, I need to hide, certain things or show that to certain users. Normally by default, like your types that sort of generate data like case entities and execution extensions, they have that sort of built in. But there are certain types like default types or certain types that don't come with that pre-generate. So you can create a configuration essentially for most data types and decisions. But again, they're create visibility rules and things like that. They're very powerful. So just be careful on how you on what you're building. Turn that off. Let's see. Does anyone have any other questions right now? All right. Well, I don't have anything else to demo today. I think I've given you guys enough tools to get yourself in trouble or to make what you need to. So I think we can go ahead and end it today. I believe, let's see, I forget, who do we have tomorrow?
Eric.
Okay, yep, we have Eric Womrick on. He's really knowledgeable about the product, really knowledgeable about what's in the future. So if you have questions about the future of the product, what's coming down the roadmap, you can definitely ask Eric those questions and he can give you a pretty good answer on like what we have planned and what's coming down the road. All righty. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us today and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Brandon.
Yep, no problem.